Okay, so we're going to be talking about how powerful the tongue is and how powerful our words are, how powerful our words truly are, and how they literally can create our reality. And we're just gonna basically start. So in Proverbs 18 through 18 in Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21, it says, "The tongue has the power of life and death. How did God create the universe?" In Genesis 1 through 3. Yeah, I'm just going to say Genesis 1 through 3. You feel me? Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, 3. You know what I mean. It says, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light." He spoke it. He spoke everything into existence. You know, like I said, the tongue has light. They said the tongue has the power of life and death. You feel me? And he spoke it. He spoke life into creation. He spoke life into all existence. You feel me? In Genesis chapter 1, verse 6, it says, "And God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. And it was so." In Genesis chapter 1, verse 9, it says, "And God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so." You feel me? Specifically in the Bible, it literally says the phrase, "And God said," 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 times. I'm pretty sure 7 times. And you know, if you have a Bible, you can literally read it yourself, and it literally says, "And God," and it says the phrase, "And God said," 7 times. So the tongue is very powerful. You feel me? Like I said in my notebook, it says from Genesis chapter 1 to verse 29, it literally shows how powerful the tongue is, because it says God speaks 7 times. You feel me? He says he literally just speaks into existence, and God said, and it informs. You feel me? And then, you know, a normal kid would be like, you know, snotty-nosed kid would be like, well, God is all-powerful. He can do what he wishes. You feel me? Don't forget, God made us in his image and his likeness. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, "Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." You feel me? We have the essence of God within us. You feel me? And then that kid replies, well, we're not God. On the contrary, no, we are not God, but we have the very essence, the very likeness of God within us. You feel me? Making us practically, literally, God in the flesh. We are God having a human experience. How would you control a population of gods? To control a population of gods, you teach them they were never gods. You feel me? We were programmed to believe that we're nothing, that we're humans and all we have is this flesh. You feel me? All we have is this flesh, and we just live on a rock in outer space. You feel me? Like I said, this video is probably gonna be short and to the point, but have you ever made someone like feel bad because of what you've said, or maybe you've made them feel good because of what you've said? Like you gave them a compliment and it just made their day. You was face to face with somebody and you just give them a compliment, and you just see the emotions just come from within, come from out of nowhere and within. You feel me? And you feel me? We've gave compliments to each other. I'm sure you've made somebody feel bad before. You feel me? So, but like I said, that's the power of the tongue. The tongue can speak life and death. Just like affirmations and mantras, you feel me? You repeat something, you repeat words of encouragement, words of power over and over again, and it sticks with you, and you just start believing those things. You start believing what you say. You feel me? A lot of people manifest things into reality. Like a lot of people be like, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and it turns out to be true. You feel me? But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I love you guys immensely, unconditionally. Peace and love to the collective.